They told you buying a home was the ultimate dream, that it meant freedom, stability, success. But what if the dream was designed to keep you working, not winning? What if the American dream is just the banker's dream, and you're the one paying for it? Today, we're pulling back the curtain on one of the biggest lies in modern finance. How your dream home keeps you in debt? They told you that buying a house meant success, that it would bring stability, and that it would finally give you the freedom everyone dreams of. Parents, teachers, and politicians all repeated the same message. Don't waste money on rent. Buy a home. Build equity. But what if everything you've been told was never meant to make you free? What if the dream of homeownership is actually one of the biggest financial traps ever created? Because what most people call home ownership is often nothing more than a 30-year rental contract with the bank, cleverly disguised as success. You might think you're buying freedom, but in reality, you're committing to a lifetime of payments. The dream they sold you. After World War II, the world was rebuilding. Governments wanted economic growth, and banks wanted profit. They came together to create something powerful: the American dream. The message was simple: work hard, get a job, buy a house, and start a family. But hidden beneath this dream was another story: a system designed not to make you free, but to keep you working. Homes became more than shelter, they became products. Banks realized that if they could convince every citizen to go into debt for 30 years, they would have a generation of guaranteed customers. The real winners weren't the homeowners, they were the lenders, collecting billions in interest. Every mortgage payment you make isn't just going toward your home, it's paying decades of compound interest, money that flows straight into the financial system. And the cruelest part? The system rewards debt. If you pay in cash, you're considered weird. If you owe $500,000, you're considered responsible. The 30-year illusion and the amortization trap. Imagine buying a $400,000 home. With a 30-year mortgage at 6% interest, you will end up paying nearly $865,000 in total, more than double the price of the home. In effect, you didn't buy one house, you bought two, one for yourself and one for the bank. The math is simple, but the consequences are massive. It's a commitment to over 10,000 days of debt, and here is the true genius of the trap: the amortization schedule. During the first 10 years, almost 70% of your monthly payment goes toward interest, not the home itself. For an entire decade, you're not actually owning anything. You're simply renting money from a bank. Your principal payment is microscopic. You're paying interest on money you haven't even paid back yet. It's a system designed to keep the most lucrative part of the debt, the interest, flowing to the bank for as long as possible. And if the market crashes, as it did in 2008, you could owe more than the house is worth, yet the debt remains yours. They call it a fixed mortgage, but the only thing fixed is you, tied to a lifetime of payments. The hidden costs of home ownership. The bank doesn't just collect interest. They've offloaded every risk and every maintenance cost onto you, the owner. The trap is much deeper than the monthly payment. First, the money pit. When you rent, you call a landlord when the roof leaks. When you own, that $15,000 repair bill comes straight to you. Property taxes, insurance, HOA fees, heating, cooling. These are all invisible chains. They don't build equity, they just drain your monthly cash flow. They are the unspoken second mortgage you sign up for. Second, the opportunity cost. Every dollar tied up in a down payment, every dollar spent on interest, is a dollar you couldn't invest in a truly liquid and high-growth asset like stocks or your own business. They sold you on building equity, but what you're really losing is financial velocity. Your money is moving at the speed of the housing market, which is often slow and liquid, instead of working for you in more dynamic ways. How banks designed the system. Banks are not just lenders, they are architects, building a system where debt equals control. They understood one truth about human behavior. People crave stability, and they will do almost anything for the illusion of safety. So the banks built a machine, partnering with governments, insurance companies, and real estate developers. They created tax incentives for mortgages, teaching people to see debt as normal. If you rent, you're told you're throwing money away. But when you pay the bank interest for 30 years, somehow that's considered smart. The system even punishes true freedom. If you own your home outright, you still owe property taxes. Stop paying them, and the government can take your house no matter how long you've owned it. That is not ownership. It's conditional possession. Your name might be on the deed, but the system always holds the key. The psychology of the gilded cage. Humans are emotional creatures. We crave belonging, safety, and control. The system knows that, so it sells you feelings instead of assets. The smell of fresh paint, the keys in your hand, the illusion that you've made it. This trap is brilliantly enforced by social status. The house isn't just a home. It's a massive, visible status symbol that tells the world, I have achieved the dream. The system has weaponized the shame of renting, but the moment you sign the mortgage papers, you hand over control. You think you're building equity, but you're actually building dependence. Every paycheck, every raise, every decision is tied to one monthly payment. You can't take risks, move cities, or start fresh because you're locked in. The house becomes a beautiful, expensive anchor. It locks you into your job, your city, and your budget. They don't just trap your money, they trap your mind. That is not freedom, that is financial servitude. What you can do. You don't have to live inside the trap. You can break free, but it requires seeing the system for what it truly is. Not a path to success, but a well-designed illusion. 1. Redefine what home means. A home isn't about square footage or zip code. It's about how much freedom it gives you. A smaller home that you truly own gives you more peace than a mansion owned by the bank. Stop chasing space you don't need and start chasing freedom you can feel. 2. Shrink the debt machine. You don't have to play the same game. The moment you reduce your expenses and reject unnecessary debt, you step outside the system's control. Living below your means isn't weakness, it's a weapon. Every dollar you don't owe is a dollar of power. Every loan you refuse is a chain you never wear. 3. Rent intentionally, not emotionally. Renting doesn't make you a failure. It can make you flexible. It keeps you mobile, able to chase opportunities, explore, and adapt when the world changes. While others are trapped by 30-year obligations, you can move freely and invest the difference in assets that actually grow your wealth. 4. Build liquid wealth, not locked wealth. Invest your money where it can move fast. Businesses, digital assets, index funds, or anything that compounds without locking you down. Liquidity is freedom. It means your wealth isn't buried under a mortgage statement. It's alive, growing, and working for you. 5. Invest in skills, not ceilings. Your income potential is far more valuable than any piece of property. Build skills that let you earn anywhere, online, remotely, or independently. When your income isn't tied to a single employer or city, you control your destiny. That's true ownership. 6. See through social illusions. When someone flashes their new home keys, remember, it might not be ownership. It might be obedience. Don't compare your life to others' highlight reels. True success isn't about what you own, it's about what owns you. 7. Design your financial life around freedom, not status. The system thrives on comparison. The bigger house, the newer car, the better neighborhood. But every upgrade is another anchor. Instead, design your life around independence. Fewer bills, fewer commitments, fewer illusions. When your costs go down, your options go up. 8. Build community, not debt. We've been taught to measure success individually. My house, my yard, my fence. But freedom grows faster in community. Share tools, skills, and knowledge. When people cooperate instead of compete, banks lose power. 9. Educate others. Talk to your friends, your family, your children about the real cost of debt. The trap loses its power when people stop believing in it. Awareness is rebellion. Freedom doesn't come from owning walls. It comes from owning your time, your choices, and your mind. The mortgage system was built to make you believe that comfort equals control, but control was never the goal. Independence was. You don't have to destroy the system to escape it. You just have to stop feeding it. The less you owe, the more you own. Not just in money, but in peace. Every decision you make with awareness chips away at the illusion that keeps the world running in circles. If this message made you think differently, don't stop here. Like this video, subscribe to The Mortgage Trap, and share it with someone who deserves to see the truth too. Remember, the system was never built to set you free. But once you start to see it for what it is, the chains begin to break. Keep learning, keep questioning, and never let debt define who you are. See you in the next video, and remember, real freedom starts with awareness.